and welcome to College Prep with Ohema Angela. It is so good to see y'all again. If you have not watched the previous videos on freshman, sophomore, and junior years of high school and the impact it will have on your college application process, please, the links will be below or popping up somewhere. And so please stay tuned to see how important is your senior year. We all already know the senior year is important. So without further ado, let's begin. So now we've go into the fall semester. I'm gonna need falling leaves at this time. Cue falling leaves. Okay, the leaves are here, which my outfit does give very fall. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing. So for your senior year, the fall semester, super hectic. There is so much going on. You're doing college visits if you're able to, if your school offers it, if your church offers it, if your community center offers it, take advantage. Go on these college trips and visit and see what you can if possible. You need to be editing essays. Not even editing, you need to be finalizing these essays. I understand if you're editing, you need to be going over everything, but you shouldn't just be starting your essay fall semester. If you are, you're a little behind, but that's okay. You want to rewrite your essay several times so you get the best you can have, and that is okay. You need to retake your SAT or ACT latest by October, which is my recommendation. This is my recommendation. Latest by October, because that gives enough time for the scores to come back for you to be able to send it to the schools. Not if you want to do early action, but then sometimes early action does not require SATs. So depending on your school, make sure you look into what your school requires. And it's also important, make sure you look to what your school requires, because your school might shock you in some of the requirements they have. You need to apply for your early decision or early action programs, as well as prepping to apply later for the regular decision applications. You need to submit all applications, whether scholarships, whether college, whether military, I don't know what it is, whatever. If there's an application that has a deadline, submit it at least 1 week ahead of time. I'm gonna say it again. I don't think y'all heard me. Submit at least 1 week ahead of time. Submit at least 1 week ahead of time. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but it's so important. You don't want to wait till 11:59 of the due date. Trust me, it's not worth it. Professional procrastinator talking here. It's not worth it. And it's okay. I know sometimes you might have forgotten all of that, which is important why you need to have a list of things giving you the dates and due dates. And I like to put all the due dates a week ahead of time, so I panic, oh, it's due, and get everything done when I realize, oh wait, I'm a week early. I get to calm down. I get to relax for a few minutes before I go on to the next thing that I need to do. Another thing is you need to get all your required transcripts 30 days. If you're sending transcripts and all these other things, send them 30 days ahead of time if possible, because sometimes if they want the official transcript, your school might be very slow in sending these transcripts. If they want unofficial, it might be a little easier. But then remember, your guidance counselors has everybody requesting for their transcripts at all times. So it might get backed up. So requesting it 30 days ahead of time allows for processing and all of that. But at least 2 weeks, I'm not even comfortable with that, but there needs to be at least 2 weeks request so that they have time to submit it. Do not ask for your transcript the day before you're submitting the application. It's not worth it. It puts stress on everybody. So make sure you put early deadlines like I recommended. And then you need to work with your parents to complete your FAFSA. Like I said earlier, beyond, it's free money from the government. Government loans are also cheaper than getting outside loans for the most part, because it is subsidized. You're able to defer and all of that. If you don't want to take out a loan, ooh, free money. There's a whole grant. There's a Pell Grant. We love the Pell Grant. Okay, I love free money, which can help you. It can make or break your college career. It can really help you make the difference between I need to work for college, or I just want to work for a few extra bucks. That makes a huge difference. And then you want to meet with your counselor to verify that you are going to be able to graduate on time. It might seem weird to be asking this in the fall, but you ask in the fall so there are no surprises in the spring. If in the fall, if you ask early enough and there's something you could do, you will be able to complete that before waiting a month before graduation and going to your counselor like, am I graduating? If I was the counselor, I'd be like, nope. I said no. Anyway, it is very important to make sure you confirm with your counselor that you're graduating or you have all the things you need to graduate. Also, talking to your counselor about scholarships that are available locally. Talk to your teachers, all of that. There are a lot of local scholarships that just get bamboozled or just pushed aside for these larger, more, electric scholarships that are huge. But those little scholarships add up. There's thousand. Someone give me 1,000 right now, I'll be jumping like, whoo, I'll take that. Okay. So do look into a lot of those local scholarships as well. So moving on to the spring semester of the senior year. Now, spring is a lot of nail biting. You have a lot going on. You're trying to finish and graduate on time. You're trying to plan for prom. You're trying to plan for this. You're trying to plan for that. And if you're like, head of something and head of whatnot, because if you are, remember, you're doing your extracurriculars and you want your leadership, you want to make sure that you're head of things, to make your leadership look good. You're very busy. You have a lot going on. So spring semester should be a little laid back for you. Visit colleges that are very much on your short list. So if you have gotten acceptances to colleges, go visit those colleges if you're able to. If they offer, take advantage of that. Never hurts to ask, you gotta do a visit day. I would like to come visit for the visit day. It never hurts to ask, because being able to go there, if you get into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you get into 12 colleges, that'll be a lot to visit, but hey, it's up to you. You can do a short list of 6 or 4 that you really want to visit, your top, and be like, okay, I want to visit these schools, see what they're like, see if I'm really going to enjoy it. And those might make or break your college experience. So if you're able to visit the schools that accepted you, if you already visited them, hey, maybe your decision will be a little easier. And take advantage of it, especially if the school is in-state. Work with your parents. Work with whoever you need to, if it's a group of friends or whatnot, where if it's in-state, y'all are able, and within driving distance, y'all are able to just drive there to visit for one day and still be able to come home. So work that out well. And then this is the time where you're considering college acceptances, you're comparing financial aid packages, and this is the time where you get to take a breather and just make your choices, make your choices. And if you've taken a lot of the advice that I have given, this should not be as complicated as others might be. You're not going to be, chowing down and waiting for responses. Even if you do the regular deadline, that is fine. You should be hearing back by March. You need to let them know in May. All of these, is it May or June 5th? I forgot which month. It's been a while. But it's one of those. You need to let them know by May 5th. I feel like it's May 5th. Anyway, you need to let them know by the national deadline, usually, or sometimes later. Some schools allow for later, and you're able to give your acceptances. Make sure you don't forget to submit your acceptances or acceptances of different scholarships and different things going on. Keep in mind, through all of these, if you're applying to certain scholarships, you might have to do interviews. You might have to do so many things. So throughout your entire high school career, just keep one thing in mind. It's a process. It's okay. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to forget some deadlines. You're going to forget some things. It is okay. But as well as you worked your hardest and you utilize the resources that I gave you, I guarantee, I don't say this lightly, I guarantee you'll succeed, because I do believe in you. I was low income first gen student and I finished college and now I'm doing my PhD. That's actually crazy to say out loud. And I'm not that smart. I'm the definition of trust the process, not the person's mind, because my brain be on break sometimes. but that's okay. Okay, so y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to subscribe, check out my other videos. Let me know suggestions down there on what video I should do next. Please stay tuned for College Prep with Ohema. Bye.